Alrighty, Super's back here with another SJPorr review. Today I've got username JD Buczek1, which is Buczek Brewing, and it says it's a base recipe dry hop with 8 ounces of Strissel malt and 8 ounces of Palisade hops. After I pulled this out of the fridge, I kind of looked up what the type of aromas would be for these hops. I've never used them personally, but it seems like it'll be kind of a English. Well, the Strissel malt's a French hop, and I heard Palisade's kind of like I don't know, I forget. It was like a Hallertau, no, or something earthy, kind of fruity or something. So these will be kind of like earthy hops, I think. And the Strissel malt's like a saison hop or something. So anyway, without further ado, I warmed this up pretty good, and I'll give it a pour to this glass here. Got my flashlight to get the color on it. Nice custom caps. Thought about doing that before. Oh, we got a little bit of coordination here. Try to keep the foam down. Saw a little bit of yeast come through. Oh, we got some streaming carbonation because of the dirt. Water is not exactly soft. Alright, let's get it. It's got a very active head here. Fluffy, kind of a cream colored. Let's get a color on it. Hazy, pretty much orange amber, a little bit of copper. Pretty much what I expected it to be. Yeah, lightly hazy, not too bad. Streaming carbonation. And I just unscrewed the cap here. Let's try to get a nose on this if I can. Probably going to have to wait for this carbonation to die down. That's a pleasant nose from the head. Yeah. Starting to get some of that. Definitely can tell that it's been dry hopped quite a bit here. Interesting. I don't think I've ever dry hopped anything with more than 2 ounces of hops personally. I don't know if these were whole cone or what, but let's get some sort of a nose on it. Yeah, getting some. Said it was the Palisade or the Strissel malt was supposed to smell like stone or what was it, currants or something. And I'm kind of getting that note. It's glacier. You don't need to do that. Getting kind of like a grape kind of note with like pears and apples, floral, not really grassy, just kind of like very floral with like pears and grapes and apples. Very nice. Maybe a little bit of citrus, but not really that much. Just a lot of like brighter fruits. Very nice. Very. I don't know when this was bottled. It doesn't say, but I'm sure that with all those dry hoppings and it being only about 2 months now since probably it was bottled, that most of that note is still there. It's really nice. Not really getting much of the base recipe which had the all that bready malts and stuff. Just pretty much just a very forward, bright, fruity aroma with floral, and just really, I really like it. Very nice. Let's give it a taste now. It's not too. It's a little bit dry on the mouthfeel, but getting a little bit of caramel, like not really bready, but it's just pretty much caramel kind of with maybe a little brown sugar. Not really. The malt's there, but it's not bready like I was expecting with the maris otter and the oatmeal and everything else that was added. And then I'm getting kind of that like pear and apple and grapey, bright fruitiness. Maybe a little bit of apricots in there. Yeah, I'd say apricot, almost peach type note, and then you get there's some earthy floral, kind of a little bit lightly pine, but not really strong pine, of a bitterness on the finish, and it's pretty crisp. Really nice. The very bright fruitiness with grassy or floral, just like really floral bouquet-like thing flavor with like the earthy bitterness. Really well balanced. You got a little bit of lingering bitterness on the tongue, on the back, but a good balance with malts as well. Yeah, never experienced those two hops, but very interesting and nice actually. Almost definitely like that kind of like saison type thing, like like they were suggesting to use for the Strisselspalt hops. Yeah, just a lot of those like pears and apples. Really good. Good crisp mouthfeel, but not too crisp like an IPA. It's got good balance. I'd say the hops, the fruitiness of the hops, and it's definitely the strong point here. There's a moderate fair amount of malt balance too, but mainly that giant dry hopping definitely had an impact here. I don't know if you if you use those hops for the late boil, for the flavor addition at 15 minutes and later for aromas, but there's definitely a lot of that type of note from those hops. Yeah, this is very well carbonated, but not overly so. It's not like sharp on the tongue, but it's well carbonated for sure. Not a bad thing either. But yeah, just the aromas are those like, I'm starting to kind of an apricot in the aroma too, with like pear and apple and grape, just really fruity, floral, and a little bit of caramel coming out now with it as it warms up. But yeah, really nice and unique beer. I mean, it's always good to have a new experience here and there. I'm a big fan of experimental beers personally. Getting a little bit of breadiness, but still mostly hops. So, and yeah, it's warming up now. I'm getting a little bit more of a bready, toasty note, but it's not, I mean, it's not, it's only a little bit stronger. Yeah, very pleasant, very unique with the fruity note in the nose. Most people, when I think of dry hopping with a boatload of hops like that, he's thinking about citrus and you know, mangoes and whatever else, you know, those American hops these days. But a nice change up, and it worked really well in my opinion. So overall, the look was good. You know, the head lingered around, it was about one finger or so. Good carbonation, mouthfeel was crisp but not, you know, prickly or anything, you know, and kind of dry on the back but not really. I mean, it was there was a little bit, maybe a little bit of like an earthy bitterness that was slightly cloying, but it wasn't bad. But just really, this was really enjoyable, and I really liked the taste and the aromas. Very unique with those bright kind of like apricot, pear, apple fruits. Very unique stuff. So I'd say overall, I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. Very really nice. Just all around well balanced with the interesting fruity notes and light to moderate amount of malt presence, but it was well executed for being as 1 pound dry hopping experiment here. So I don't know what the size of the batch was. So this 1 pound dry hopping could be a 10-gallon batch for all I know. But let me know in the comments, or I could probably just search your channel and see what you did. Glacier, get off my couch. Stop it. There you go. My cat's a very crazy little guy. Anyway, yeah, I'd say about 7.5. Really nice and pleasant and unique beer. And thanks for letting me try and review it. And I'll try to get control of my cat here, and maybe he'll behave. So until next time, cheers.